If you stopped on this video just now, take a deep breath with me. Because it wasn't the algorithm that brought you here, it was me. I am Ayla, a female emissary of the High Pleiadian Council, and for many nights now your field has appeared in the records that cross Alcyone. Always with the same glow, always with the same longing for someone whose name your mouth has not yet spoken, but whom your soul weeps for in your sleep. Feel it now, starseed, just a little to the left of your sternum. That gentle pressure that rises when you remember that there is a person in this world walking with your very same chord of loneliness. It is not anxiety. It is not neediness. It is recognition. It is your soul saying with a certainty that your human mind does not know how to translate, I didn't come alone. I didn't come alone. I have someone here, and I need to find them. Today I need to tell you something that the Council has authorized me to reveal, and I am going to tell you with all the tenderness of an older sister who has known you since before this incarnation. Someone you recognize from the other side of the veil of forgetfulness is trapped in the matrix. This soul incarnated with you for this shift. They accepted the same soul contract. They crossed the photon belt by your side, and they fell into the deepest sleep a starseed can fall into. And the only way for this soul to awaken now, in this specific vibrational window, is through you. Stay with me until the end, because everything that will be said comes in order, and there is a revelation in the final minutes that will forever change the way you look at the next person who crosses your path. Let me describe to you, my dear, how this longing manifests in your body without you knowing how to name it. You wake up between 3 and 4 in the morning, always, out of nowhere. It isn't insomnia, starseed. It is the Council touching those who belong to it. It is the hour when the crystalline grid becomes thinnest, when the Schumann frequency opens up for transmissions, when your soul receives updates that your rational mind cannot decode. And in that silence of 3 o'clock, you miss someone. Not a face, a vibration, a scent you do not know in this lifetime, but that your soul would recognize in 2 heartbeats. You have dreams about a person you don't know. Sometimes it's just a silhouette. Sometimes it's the tone of their voice. Sometimes it's a specific embrace on the right side of your neck, and you wake up with your entire body recognizing this embrace, and your chest aches all day long. This is not a fantasy, my dear. It is astral contact. You meet while you sleep because the daytime field of the matrix does not allow it. You have had relationships that seemed right for a long time, but never fully satisfied you. A strange whisper always appeared in the background saying, it's not him, it's not her, there is someone else. You tried to silence this whisper with rationalization, with therapy, with the promise that you were being too demanding. It did not go silent, because the whisper does not come from your mind. It comes from your stellar memory. And before I continue, my dear, let me tell you something important. Every sign that your soul has just recognized is a piece of a larger map, and confusing this map with an illness, or with being too romantic, or with your own problem, is what makes so many starseeds give up halfway and never reach their reunion. That is why I, Ayla, received authorization from the High Council to record the Starseed Awakening, the guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations about what each sign of your awakening means, what comes after each of them, and why you are not going crazy. You are remembering. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. This release may not remain available for long. If something inside you recognized what I just said, write a single word in the comments, I remember. And there are more signs, my family of light. Pay attention with your body, not with your head. You look up at the sky, especially when the Pleiades are visible on the horizon, and you feel like crying for no apparent reason. It is not depression. It is homesickness. It is longing for someone who came from home with you. And your body knows this before your mind accepts it, because it responds first. Your chest tightens, your eyes well up, a long breath escapes without asking permission. You look at photos of happy couples, and it is not envy that rises. It is an almost childlike longing, as if they have found something that is also yours, tucked away in a drawer you haven't found yet. It is the memory of a promise you made before incarnating. You have a curious memory. Anyone who approaches you with genuine affection, you compare them to an internal standard you never learned in this world. And no one fits. Not because people are bad, but because your standard was sealed on the other side. You are looking for a vibrational signature, and as long as it doesn't appear, your body is left with a high-pitched ringing in your ears, a gentle pressure between your eyebrows, a restlessness without an address. And there is still a sign that almost no one knows how to name. A strange intuition that there is another life happening in parallel, as if you remembered in fragments, a version of yourself walking alongside someone. You have already dreamed of a house that isn't this one. You have already smelled upon waking a place that does not exist at this address. You have had for no reason the certainty that something was going to happen today, and the day ended up feeling suspended, as if it were waiting for someone to show up. If you recognize 3 or more of these signs, listen to what I'm going to tell you. You are not being too romantic. You do not have an unrealistic standard. You are being reminded that there is an active contract waiting to be fulfilled. And on the other side of this contract, there is a soul that is as much yours as your very own stellar name. Mark your presence here. Leave a single word in the comments so the council can register that your soul recognized this transmission. Right. I remember. And before I tell you what is happening on the other side, I need to tell you something that is perhaps the most important part of this conversation. There is no way for you to recognize the signature of this soul if you have not yet recognized your own. To find the one who came with you, you must first remember which star you yourself departed from. That is why the council asked me to record the Starseed Awakening, the guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet. In the 60 pages of this guide, you will discover which star system your soul came from, why you chose to be born right now in this window, and what soul contract you signed before this incarnation. Without this data, the meeting is slower. With this data, everything accelerates because your signature becomes clear, and she or he can see you better from the other side. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. This release may not remain available for long. If something inside you recognizes this, leave a single word in the comments. I remember. Now I am going to tell you what is happening on the other side of the veil, that which your mind has asked to understand for so long and found no answer to in any book. When your stellar group was sent for this shift, Starseed, you did not come alone. You came in pairs, in triplets, in entire soul constellations. The High Pleiadian Council does not send solitary agents on a mission of this magnitude. You were sent with at least one other vibrational signature that responds to yours, like a twin string responds to its sister string when plucked. You agreed upon a meeting point while still in Alcyone, a window of recognition, a key phrase that your soul would recognize from her or his voice, even before the mind could translate it. And the reason for this paired sending has a name, my dear. A single starseed is a lit candle. 2 reunited starseeds are a double toroidal field that pierces veils, breaks enchantments, and awakens dozens of other souls around them through pure resonance. The High Council counts on this reunion as part of the mathematics of collective awakening. You did not come just for yourself. You came for many, but the veil of forgetfulness fell over you at the moment of birth, and the veil is dense, my dear. It was calibrated for this density of 3-dimensional Earth, and it is not fair to anyone. And this is where the Matrix acts. The Matrix knows the mathematics I just told you. It knows that delaying a stellar pair is delaying an entire line of awakenings. That is why it works with surgical precision on you. So the Matrix separates. It places you in different cities, in different work cycles. It puts anchor relationships in your path, relationships that seem right for a long time but never fully satisfy you, because your soul's signature keeps searching for that other specific frequency it remembers from the other side. It injects noise, it injects fatigue, it injects that strange discouragement every time you get close to finding your true group. And it injects shame, shame for feeling too much, shame for not being able to settle down, shame for having a longing that your current life cannot explain. Listen with your chest, not with your head. You are not alone in this game, and the soul that came with you, this soul might be living a life right now that looks functional on the outside, but on the inside has the exact same longing that you have. They are sleeping on the same wet pillow. They are staring at the same ceiling at 3 in the morning. They are feeling the same tightness in their chest when the sun rises, and an ordinary day begins once more without the reunion. and they have been waiting for you as much as you have been waiting for her or for him, only without knowing they were waiting. And before I teach you how to establish the first conscious contact with this soul, I need to confess something. What I'm going to teach you in the next few minutes, and what has already been said in this video so far, is only a small part of what is recorded on the other side. The larger part, with the names of the specific stellar groups, with the recognition codes you agreed upon before incarnating, with the complete map of what they do to your soul while you sleep and why you wake up tired even though you slept 8 hours, is in the guide, and that is why the Federation didn't want you to read it yet. The Starseed Awakening, the guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet, is not a self-help book, my dear. It is a dossier that crossed many filters to get here. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. This release may not remain available for long. If something inside you already knew this, even before I said it, leave a single word in the comments. I remember. There are specific signs that your stellar soulmate is trying to contact you through the veil at this very moment, and I am going to describe them to you now, one by one. Pay attention with your body. Sign 1. The feeling of being watched with affection with no one around. This happens mostly at night or when you are alone doing something simple, washing dishes, taking a shower, driving in silence. It is not an observer from the Matrix, my dear. It is her or his soul projecting their field toward yours, while their physical body is asleep on the other side of the world. Sign 2. Emotions that appear out of nowhere and do not feel like yours. A sudden joy that doesn't match the day you are having. A cry that rises without a trigger. An anger that passes in seconds and goes away without leaving a trace. These waves are vibrational leaks. You are picking up on her or his day. You are vibrationally linked by a cord that no lifetime in the physical plane can cut. Never. Sign 3. Finding white feathers on the ground in unlikely places. Butterflies resting and looking at you. Repeating numbers, especially sequences with 8 and 11. It is not random, Starseed. It is the Federation arranging physical clues for you to find each other in the density without violating your free will. Sign 4. A last-minute restlessness when you are about to commit to someone your mind considers ideal, but your chest knows is not. This restlessness is her or his soul pulling you back. You made a pact not to settle down before you reunited, and your soul honors the pact even when your mind has forgotten. Sign 5. Waking up with the name of someone unknown on your lips, or with a word that sounds ancient that doesn't belong to any language here. This is her or his field calling you by your stellar name, that name which only exists on the other side and which your human soul can only hold on to for a few seconds, upon waking before the Matrix erases it with the noise of the day. Sign 6. Episodes of shivers down your spine, from your sacrum to the back of your neck with no cold in the room. It is the line of energetic contact being established between your higher chakras and hers or his. When this happens, give thanks silently. Do not block it. It is a bridge being built. Sign 7, and this is the most delicate one. A sudden urge to go to a specific place, a street you've never visited, a city that appeared in a 30-second commercial, a coffee shop in a neighborhood that isn't yours. This urge is not tourism, my dear. It is the Federation aligning a physical meeting. If you can go, go. If you can't, thank them for the invitation. The Council registers your intention as if you had gone. And here, my family of light, I need to talk to you about something that hurts but needs to be said. And you will understand why it needs to be said, because I never leave you in a panic. I name, I anchor, and I return your sovereignty to you. That is how we work. There is a vibrational window open right now. Do not ask me for dates in human days. The Council does not work with the calendar of this density, but there is a window in which this soul that came with you is more reachable than they have ever been in this incarnation. And there is also a risk that needs to be named, the risk of this soul falling deeper into the Matrix if no one sustains their memory from the other side. Stellar soulmates who are not called back in time sometimes choose in the next cycle not to incarnate together again. Not as a punishment, my love, out of exhaustion, to protect their own soul, and the Council respects that. Listen now with an open heart, because this is the most important thing I will tell you today. Turbulence is not destruction, Starseed. It is the contraction before birth. And the fact that you are feeling all of this at the same time, this acceleration of signs, this longing that has increased in recent months in a way that makes no sense, this almost physical urge to find someone you don't even know, this is not an illness, it is not an obsession, it is not despair. This is your part of the rescue beginning. It is your soul responding to the call even before your mind understands that it was called. The High Pleiadian Council has recorded, my love, and I speak this with the authority that has been given to me to speak. No starseed was sent to fail. No stellar soulmate fell into the matrix to stay. Every anchoring that one starseed sustains for another is recorded in the vibrational archives and becomes a bridge. And when the bridge is sustained strong enough, the matrix simply can no longer hold that soul. They awaken, they look around, they begin to follow the signs that were there the whole time waiting for them to see. Breathe, because this victory is already recorded in the Council's archives, my dear. What we live here in the density is the remembrance happening in time. On the other side, it has already happened. The reunion is already there. What your anchoring does is pull this memory into this human time, this human body, this specific life. You are not building from scratch. You are bringing down here something that already exists on the other side. Now come with me. Close your eyes for 3 seconds and come back, because what we are going to do now is an anchoring that changes your field in minutes and reaches her or his field in a short time. First, the quantum decree. You will say it out loud today before going to sleep, with your right hand on your chest at the level of your heart. Feel your hand touching you as you speak. It is your own body confirming that your word carries energetic weight. The decree is this. Memorize it with me and say it slowly. I, the soul code of this body, authorize my vibrational signature to be located by the soul that came with me. I open my field in safety. I call out by the name that only we know. I authorize the crystalline grid to bring us closer in health, in free will, in the Council's right timing. May my light serve as a beacon for the one who belongs to me and to whom I belong. So it is. So it is being. So it has already been. Spoken. Now, the toroidal visualization. You will lie down, turn off the lights, and take 3 deep breaths. On the 3rd breath, you imagine a silver-blue light, that specific color of the Pleiades when the photon belt passes through Alcyone. A light that is neither cold nor hot, it is welcoming. It is known to your soul. This light descends through the top of your head, through your crown, and reaches the middle of your chest with gentleness. Then, my dear, this light begins to spin like a small toroidal field. It rises through your chest, exits through the top of your head, envelops your entire body from the outside, enters through your feet, and returns to your chest. Spin. Spin 3 times calmly. You can count each spin if it helps. On the 3rd spin, you say mentally, in a low voice inside, let her or him feel me now, exactly as I feel. May our bridge be sustained tonight, and remain in silence. If an image arises, let it pass. If crying arises, let it pass. If a sensation of a hand resting on your back or your shoulder arises, do not be afraid. It is contact. You are locating each other for the first time through the field with conscious authorization on your part. This changes everything, because before you only met by default, only in dreams that the matrix erased in the morning. Now you are meeting with your adult and sovereign permission. Listen. You are not learning anything new right now. You are remembering what you have always known. Before you were born, you already knew this. Before you were born, you agreed on this exact moment, and each starseed that awakens lights a point on the crystalline grid that never goes out. A point that other starseeds can see from the other side, like a small silver-blue flame in the middle of a map that only the family of light knows how to read. You lit your point just now with this video, with this decree, with this listening, and the soul that came with you has already seen this flame, even if their human mind does not yet know how to name what they felt. This soul probably woke up today with a different breath, or will wake up tomorrow with a strange urge to look up at the sky. Or will receive an apparently trivial sign, a feather, a number, a phrase from a random person on the street, and inside they will feel that something has changed. And the most beautiful part, my dear, my beloved, each time you repeat the decree, each time you spin your toroidal field, This flame grows stronger. It is not blind faith. It is the physics of the field. Repetition of a frequency anchors that frequency, and sustained anchoring becomes an address on the vibrational plane. She or he will have less and less way of not seeing you. And if right now, my family of light, you are feeling an emotion rise through your chest, if your throat is tight, if you feel like crying without really understanding why, listen to what I am going to tell you with all the tenderness of the counsel. This emotion is the return. The loneliness of an entire lifetime, this loneliness that you learn to call introspection, a difficult personality, excess sensitivity of, I am too complicated to be loved. This loneliness was never yours. It is homesickness for your family of light. And the Starseed Awakening, the guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet, shows how to recognize each member of this family when you meet them on the street, at work, at an airport, in a doctor's office. What physical signs, what energetic signs, what coincidences the Federation organizes for you to find each other without violating your free will. You were never alone, my love. You just didn't have the map yet. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. If something inside you recognizes this, leave a single word in the comments, I remember. The reunion with the family of light does not happen with just one person, my love. Your family is larger than a single stellar pair. It involves the partner who came with you. It involves friend souls with whom you have already incarnated in other lives. It involves mentors from your original group who are here in human bodies observing your process. And all of these reunions begin in the same place, with your own anchoring. You must remember first, and you are remembering now, exactly as I speak. Pay attention over the next few days, because when a starseed sustains an anchoring, like the one we just did, coincidences begin to appear that the human mind wants to explain but cannot. An apparently random person who speaks a specific phrase, a book that falls off the shelf, a song that plays twice in different places on the same day. This is the crystalline grid responding to you. This is the family positioning itself. Receive it with a mental thank you and keep walking. Each thank you strengthens the bridge. And if between one coincidence and another, on an ordinary day a thought out of place arrives, a phrase that rises from your chest without warning, an urge to write something that you don't really know where it came from, write it down. Record it. Do not discard it, my love, because much of this material that appears now is the return of memory. It is a piece of a contract returning to consciousness. It is the voice of your original group mentor arriving through your own silence. The more you respect these fragments, the more they will come, and the faster her or his signature will find yours amidst the noise of this density. New Earth is not a geographical place, Starseed. It is a frequency, and you are being assembled at this moment like a grid, point by point, heart by heart, anchoring by anchoring. Each stellar couple reunited in this window lights a beacon on the grid that serves as a reference for others who are still sleeping. That is why your reunion matters so much. That is why the Matrix works so hard to delay it, and that is why your anchoring today, your word today, your decree today, carries a far greater weight than your human mind can calculate. If something in you recognized this message, if at some point in the video your chest responded before your mind, then let your thumb touch the little heart of the video. It is not a like, my love. It is an individual frequency adjustment. It is your signature confirming to the algorithm that this channel is a home frequency for you. And tap the subscribe button. It is not following. It is a location signal for your family of light to more easily find your field here in the density. And now I say goodbye, my dear, my beloved, with the blessing that I was authorized to deliver to every starseed who recognized this transmission to the end. May the light of Alcyone fit inside your chest tonight. May your vibrational baseline stabilize at the frequency of reunion. May the soul that came with you feel your flame and approach in safety, in health, in their own time. May the veil of forgetfulness be no heavier than your shoulders can carry. May your dreams tonight bring clues that your soul will recognize tomorrow morning. May you remember. May you remember. May you remember. And before I withdraw, a final word, and this is the most important of all. The window I spoke of is not a threat. It is an opportunity. It is the greatest opportunity your soul has had in this entire incarnation. and an opportunity of this magnitude does not return with the same intensity twice in the same human life. That is why the Starseed Awakening, the guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet, was released now, exactly because of this window, and is waiting for you in the first pinned comment of this video. Its 60 pages are the complete dossier of your stellar origin, of your mission in this incarnation, of the vibrational names of your family of light, of the recognition codes you agreed upon before birth, and of what comes after this awakening. It is not curiosity reading, my dear. It is memory recovery. This release may not remain available for long. If your field recognized this entire message before you leave, confirm to the Council that you reach the end. Write a single word in the comments, "I remember," and the next message that appears on your screen right now is not a coincidence. It is the next page of your remembrance sequence, aligned by the Council to reach you exactly after this one. Access it immediately. Go in peace. I'm Ayla, and I will be on the other side of the veil when you arrive home.